Chosen one, you did not arrive here by accident, and this moment is not random. Heaven aligned your steps, your breath, and your awareness to meet this exact word in perfect spiritual timing. Before you pressed play, this moment was already written, already weighed, already permitted. You are standing at the edge of a shift that does not announce itself with noise, but with recognition in the spirit. Something in you already knows this is not imagination, it is awakening. Chosen one, the journey from broke to billionaire begins now, not in numbers, not in accounts, but in alignment. Scripture reminds us that the vision awaits its appointed time, yet it will surely come and will not delay, as spoken in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. This is that appointed hour. You are not reaching for elevation, you are being summoned into it. What has been dormant is stirring. What was delayed is being repositioned. What felt withheld was protection, preparation, and refinement. Anointed one, this is the threshold where old limits lose authority and heaven-sent increase begins to respond to obedience, focus, and faith. The shift is supernatural, but the call is personal. You are not waiting to be chosen, you are remembering that you already were. There are moments when God's reminders do not arrive through explanation or sound, but through something quiet and steady that holds you when words fall short. What has been prepared rests below, waiting in silence. Chosen one, you are not here to survive another cycle. You are here because heaven has marked this as a season of expansion, and expansion always begins with pressure. I remember a time in my own life when nothing around me matched what I felt stirring inside. The days were ordinary, the bank account was quiet, the doors stayed closed, yet something in my spirit refused to settle. That refusal was not rebellion, it was alignment. And that is what you are feeling now. This is the moment you stop asking for signs and realize that your obedience has already become one. You are not imagining this. You are the evidence of what is possible when God decides to interrupt a bloodline. Anointed one, you are the first to stand where you are standing, the first to think beyond survival, the first to believe that poverty, limitation, and fear do not get the final word. Generations before you prayed for relief. You were born with assignment. When it gets heavy, remember who you are. When it gets quiet, remember what you are building. I have walked through seasons where the old life kept calling, offering familiarity disguised as safety. But every time I tried to step back, something inside me burned hotter. That burn was not anxiety. It was purpose resisting regression. The new life you are stepping into is already watching you, waiting for you to agree with it fully. Chosen one. Every setback you have endured has been a setup in disguise. Every delay sharpened your hunger. Every closed door forced clarity you would not have chosen willingly. What is coming is too large for the version of you that only wanted comfort. That is why the shaping has been intense. Heaven does not rush preparation when the assignment carries weight. You are being formed into someone who can receive increase without being destroyed by it, someone who can multiply, manage, and steward what others would misuse. This is not just wealth, this is responsibility with reach. I have seen people receive blessings they were not ready to hold, and it crushed them. God did not rush you because he was protecting you. Anointed one. There is a sacred moment in every journey when silence becomes the loudest teacher. I remember mornings when no one called, no affirmation came, and even prayer felt like it echoed back empty. Those moments were not abandonment, they were incubation. Isolation is not punishment, it is alignment without interference. When distractions fade, truth gets louder. People fall away. Habits lose their grip. Comfort dissolves. That is not loss. That is clearance. Heaven removes what cannot travel with you. At first, you will want to return to what is known, even if it wounded you. The old identity will beg for survival, but you must choose differently this time. Growth always demands a different response. Chosen one. Resistance is proof of elevation. The pull backward confirms that something ahead requires strength you did not yet have. This is the same test every called life must pass. Will you hold vision without witnesses? Will you believe without evidence? Will you move without applause? Most people do not fail because they lacked opportunity. They fail because they could not endure invisibility. But your invisibility has been sacred ground. While no one was watching, you learned. You failed safely. You refined quietly. The cocoon always looks like a grave until the wings are ready. Do not mistake quiet for death. This is where builders are formed. Anointed one. Money does not define worth, it reveals it. Without vision, money is just paper. Without clarity, wealth is just noise. I learned early that if you do not build the inner structure first, the outer increase will expose every crack. That is why discipline was forged in you before resources arrived. Mornings mattered, energy mattered, boundaries mattered, every hour counted. What you tolerated then would have become your ceiling later. Heaven raised your standard before raising your income. The way you carry yourself now, when few see you, is training for what you will command later. Chosen one. You are not just building something visible, you are building capacity. A legacy requires a version of you that does not collapse under criticism or shrink to be accepted. This path will cost you relationships. Some will say you changed. They are right. Growth offends stagnation. Let your absence in small stories become presence in a greater one. You are not here to be liked. You are here to lead. Leadership is lonely before it is influential, but it is worth the cost. Discipline will free you in ways pleasure never could. Anointed one. There will be days when progress feels backward and vision feels blurred. That is not failure, that is refinement. This path moves in spirals, not straight lines. Each return is higher than the last. Every delay sharpens you. Every closed door redirects you toward alignment. There is a fire inside you that did not come from validation or attention. It was born from knowing you were made for more. That fire carried me through nights when quitting felt reasonable. It will carry you too. Feed it, guard it, because you are not just chasing wealth. You are becoming someone who can hold it. Chosen one. There is a moment in this journey when the noise fades and the pace slows, not because the calling weakened, but because depth is being required. This is the part few talk about, when excitement settles and the weight of becoming begins to press inward. I remember this stage clearly. Nothing was wrong, yet nothing was loud. No confirmations, no applause, just an inner pull to stay faithful without feedback. That is not abandonment, that is refinement. Anointed one, this is where silence becomes instructional. When distractions fall away, you begin to hear what urgency once drowned out. You notice your thoughts more clearly. You feel where energy leaks. You recognize habits that cannot travel with you any further. Heaven often removes comfort before it releases clarity, not to punish, but to prepare. What is being stripped is not essential. What remains is. Chosen one. Isolation in this season is not rejection, it is incubation. You are being strengthened in places that cannot be accessed in crowds. I learned more about my own limits, fears and motives in quiet seasons than I ever did in visible ones. Invisibility teaches you who you are without validation. That lesson is necessary for anyone called to carry weight later. Anointed One, you may feel misunderstood here. People who once recognized you may no longer relate. That distance is not failure, it is transition. Not everyone is meant to walk with you through every stage. Some only know the earlier version of you. Let them remember you there. You are not obligated to stay familiar to remain faithful. Chosen One, this is also where resistance increases internally. Old patterns try to pull you back. Familiar comforts whisper that it would be easier to return. But ease is not the same as alignment. Every breakthrough is preceded by resistance, because resistance reveals where growth is required. The tension you feel is proof that you are stretching into a larger capacity. Anointed One, most people do not fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they collapse under invisibility. But invisibility is sacred ground. While no one is watching, you are free to refine, to fail privately, to strengthen without judgment. The cocoon looks like a tomb until movement begins. Do not confuse quiet with death. This is formation. Chosen One, what is being built here is not visible yet, but it is real. Character is being forged. Discipline is being carved. Identity is being stabilized. These are the foundations of anything that lasts. When the time comes, you will not be shocked by responsibility. You will be ready for it. Anointed One, remain steady here. Do not rush this phase. What you are becoming now will determine how you carry what comes next. Chosen One, there is a recalibration happening beneath the surface that has less to do with opportunity and more to do with authority. Heaven is not preparing to give you more without first teaching you how to stand. I remember the moment I realized that prayer alone was not the issue, ownership was. Elevation responds to responsibility faster than it responds to desire. That is why your inner world has been under such careful adjustment. Anointed One, you are learning how to govern yourself in private so you do not collapse in public. Emotional restraint, clear decisions, calm responses. This is not spiritual dryness, it is maturity being installed. The peace you are stepping into is not passive, it is authoritative. It allows you to move without reacting and decide without fear. Chosen One, notice how your reactions have changed. Things that once triggered you no longer pull you in. You observe more. You respond less impulsively. That is not numbness. That is discernment. Discernment protects resources, relationships, and opportunities. Heaven does not release abundance into chaos. Order must be established first. Anointed One, this is where discipline becomes devotion, routine becomes worship, consistency becomes prayer. I used to think power showed up in moments of intensity. I was wrong. Power is sustained through repetition, through showing up when nothing feels dramatic, through obedience when recognition is absent. That kind of faith attracts trust from heaven. Chosen One, you may feel less urgency now, and that can feel unfamiliar. Panic has been replaced with precision. Heaven does not move on anxiety, it moves on timing. Timing requires patience. You are not late, you are being synchronized. Every slow step is preventing future collapse. You are being prepared to hold what arrives. Anointed One, there is also a courage forming in you, quiet but firm. The courage to disappoint people who benefited from your confusion. The courage to choose long-term obedience over short-term approval. This courage does not explain itself, it simply moves forward. Silence here is protection. Chosen One, authority is settling into your posture. You no longer need to announce what you are becoming. Your life will speak when the moment arrives. Until then, remain patient, but not passive. What is being formed now will support everything that follows. Chosen one. This is the stretch where the promise has not faded, but the body feels the weight of time. Not exhaustion from effort, but the quieter fatigue that comes from staying faithful without visible movement. I remember waking up to ordinary mornings when nothing dramatic happened, no confirmation arrived, no sudden change appeared, yet the inner knowing refused to leave. That knowing was not adrenaline, it was covenant. This part of the journey is not about intensity. It is about staying rooted when emotion no longer carries you. Anointed one. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Waiting is where endurance is installed. When the fire quiets and the urgency softens, what remains is who you truly are. There were days I questioned whether I was still moving forward because everything looked the same. Same routine, same responsibilities, same unanswered questions. But faith does not always feel like motion. Sometimes faith looks like returning to the same place with a steadier heart. That steadiness is not weakness, it is maturity. Chosen one. This is where remembrance becomes sacred. You remember what was spoken when the room was loud. You remember what you felt when the calling was undeniable. You remember the moments that carried truth before the waiting stretched long. I learned that remembering is not nostalgia, it is alignment. When the future feels distant, remembrance anchors you in truth. You are not waiting to be convinced again, you are standing on what you already know. Anointed one. There is a temptation in long seasons to chase another emotional high, another word, another moment that feels powerful. But power does not live in constant stimulation. Power lives in consistency. Heaven does not measure you by how inspired you feel. Heaven measures you by how faithfully you return. Return to your work. Return to your integrity. Return to your quiet trust. That return is worship without sound. Chosen one. I learned more about faith while doing small things faithfully than I ever did in moments of spiritual intensity. Paying attention when no one noticed, showing up when results lagged, holding my word when it cost me comfort. These were not glamorous victories, they were private agreements with God, and those agreements held weight when public opportunities finally arrived. What you are practicing now is not survival, it is stewardship. Anointed one, the waiting has not been empty, it has been instructive. You are learning how to live without leaning on reassurance. You are learning how to breathe through uncertainty without panicking. You are learning how to trust timing without controlling outcomes. That kind of faith cannot be rushed. It must be lived, and it is being lived through you now, one ordinary day at a time. Chosen one. There will be moments when you wonder if you missed something, if you should be further along, if others are moving faster. I have been there. Comparison whispers when patience is required, but speed is not the measure of alignment. Accuracy is. The promise does not expire because time passes, it matures, and maturation always feels slower than anticipation. That does not mean you are behind, it means you are being prepared to endure what arrives. Anointed one, do not despise the repetition of your days. Repetition builds strength, it builds capacity, it builds trust. What feels monotonous is often what makes you reliable. Heaven entrusts weight to those who can carry routine without resentment. You are being shaped into someone who can sustain blessing, not just receive it. That shaping happens in the unseen. Chosen one. I became aware over time that my faith was steadied not by constant explanation or dramatic signs, but by simple, repeatable reminders that brought me back to center when doubt tried to drift in. There is something quiet placed below in the description or the pinned comment that reflects that steadiness, and it rests there gently. Anointed One, return now to the deeper work. Return to patience. Return to consistency. Return to the calm confidence that does not need to announce itself. You are not being tested to see if you can endure pain. You are being refined to see if you can endure blessing without losing yourself. That refinement requires time. Chosen One, the promise is not fragile. It does not shatter because you have tired days. It does not disappear because you rest. It is held by God, not by your performance. Your responsibility is not to force it forward. Your responsibility is to stay aligned while it ripens. And alignment looks like faithfulness in the middle, not urgency at the edge. Anointed One, there is a quiet strength growing in you that did not exist before. You no longer need constant reassurance to keep going. You move because it is who you are now. That identity shift matters. It means when the moment comes, you will not be shocked by responsibility. You will be ready for it. Chosen One, stay here, stay steady, stay faithful in the ordinary. The promise is closer than it feels, and when it arrives, it will meet a version of you that has learned how to wait without drifting. Chosen One, this is the stretch where endurance turns inward and becomes strength rather than strain. You are no longer proving that you can last. You are discovering that you already have. The pressure you feel now is quieter than before, but heavier in a different way. It is the weight of responsibility forming before visibility arrives. I remember realizing that staying faithful was no longer about motivation. It was about identity. I kept going not because I felt inspired, but because stopping no longer matched who I was becoming. Anointed One, this is where consistency separates itself from effort. Effort pushes, consistency carries. Heaven watches how you move when momentum feels neutral, when days blend together, when progress is internal rather than visible. This is not punishment. This is trust being tested. Anything that will be multiplied must first be proven stable in stillness. Chosen One, you are learning how to steward energy without wasting it on emotional highs and lows. Where you once reacted, you now regulate. Where you once chased reassurance, you now return to alignment. That return is powerful. I learned that peace does not come from answers arriving quickly. It comes from knowing where to stand when answers delay. You are learning that posture now. Anointed One, there is also a refining happening around how you relate to time. You are no longer counting days anxiously or measuring yourself against others. You are measuring alignment. That shift frees you. Speed without grounding leads to collapse. Grounding without movement leads to stagnation. You are being trained to hold both. This balance is rare, and it is required for what you are being prepared to carry. Chosen One, you may notice that certain conversations no longer interest you, certain distractions no longer satisfy, certain shortcuts no longer tempt you. That is not boredom. That is clarity. Clarity narrows focus. Focus conserves energy. Energy is needed where you are going. Heaven often simplifies your world before expanding your influence. Anointed One, endurance here does not look dramatic. It looks like showing up, keeping your word, returning to your values when no one is checking. I learned that private obedience creates public stability. What you practice unseen becomes what supports you when pressure increases. This is not wasted effort. It is structural work. Chosen One, there is also a deepening trust forming between you and God. Not a transactional trust, but a relational one. You are no longer asking for signs at every turn. You are listening. You are responding. That shift changes how faith feels. It becomes quieter, but stronger, less emotional, but more rooted. Anointed One, the waiting you are in is not empty. It is active preparation. You are being shaped into someone who can receive without losing balance, who can lead without losing humility, who can expand without abandoning truth. This shaping cannot be rushed. It must be lived. Chosen One, remain steady here. Do not underestimate this phase. What you are building now is not just patience, it is capacity. And capacity determines how much you can hold when the door finally opens. Chosen One, something has settled inside you that no longer needs momentum to feel real. You are not being driven forward by pressure anymore, but guided by clarity. That shift is subtle, but it changes everything. I remember when striving finally loosened its grip on me, not because the goal disappeared, but because trust replaced force. The moment I stopped pushing timelines, my energy returned, my decisions sharpened. What you are experiencing now is not loss of hunger, it is hunger that has matured. Anointed One, this is the phase where you learn how to hold vision without gripping it. Commitment keeps you steady, control drains you. Heaven responds to steadiness because steadiness creates room for alignment to unfold. You are no longer reacting to every fluctuation in emotion or circumstance. You are anchored. Anchors are not placed in calm waters. They are forged in storms. The fact that you can remain steady now is evidence of how far you have already come. Chosen One, your discernment has deepened. You notice it in how quickly you sense what is not for you without needing proof. You notice it in how certain paths no longer tempt you, even if they promise speed. That discernment was trained in earlier seasons when you had to decide without clarity and live with the consequences. Those moments shaped you. Nothing was wasted. Your intuition now carries weight because it was refined under pressure. Anointed One, this is also where your boundaries mature. You no longer explain them, you honor them. I learned that boundaries are not walls meant to isolate you, they are structures meant to preserve you. When influence begins to expand, access must be guarded. Energy becomes precious. Heaven teaches you to protect what it plans to increase. This protection is not selfish. It is wisdom formed through experience. Chosen One, your relationship with time is changing. You are no longer measuring progress only by speed or visible movement. You are measuring it by alignment. That frees you from unnecessary comparison. Others may appear to move faster, but speed without direction eventually circles back to confusion. You are being trained to move accurately. Accuracy multiplies impact. When the moment arrives, you will not hesitate because you will recognize it. Anointed One, readiness does not mean everything is perfect. It means you are willing to respond without panic. It means your yes is grounded and your no is clean. You are entering that posture now. The fear of being unprepared is loosening because you trust the process that formed you. Trust grows when you look back and realize how many delays quietly protected you. Chosen One, there is a confidence emerging that does not seek validation. You do not need to announce progress because you feel it internally. That confidence is not pride, it is self-possession. When you possess yourself, circumstances lose the power to destabilize you. Heaven entrusts more to those who are not easily shaken, not because they are fearless, but because they are rooted. Anointed One, faith for you has become embodied. It is no longer something you talk about or reach for emotionally. It shows up in how you respond to inconvenience, how you speak under pressure, how you choose rest instead of burnout. These are not small details. They reveal who you are becoming. And who you are becoming can carry weight without collapsing. Chosen one. You may still encounter moments of doubt, but they do not stay. They pass through without settling. That is growth. Doubt loses authority when identity is anchored. You are no longer trying to convince yourself of your calling. You know it, and knowing changes how you move through ordinary days. Anointed one. There is a readiness in you now that does not rush doors but recognizes them when they open. Readiness waits without drifting. It prepares without obsessing. It remains present. This posture protects you from chasing what is not yours and missing what is. Heaven often opens doors quietly so that only those aligned step through. Chosen one. Stay attentive to the subtle confirmations, not dramatic signs but consistency, peace that remains, direction that clarifies, opportunities that align without requiring compromise. These are signals that timing is approaching. You are not meant to force anything in this phase. You are meant to remain available. Anointed one. Availability is different from anxiety. Availability says you are here when called. Anxiety says you must make it happen now. You are being released from anxiety because it cannot travel with you into what comes next. The next phase requires steadiness, and steadiness is now being secured within you. Chosen one. Remain grounded, remain honest, remain faithful in the unseen continuations of your days. The structure is in place. The capacity has grown. When the shift completes, it will feel natural, not overwhelming. You will recognize it not by intensity, but by fit. Chosen one. You are entering the phase where preparation gives way to movement, but it does not come with noise or urgency. It arrives as readiness that feels calm, almost understated. You may notice that decisions no longer require the same internal debate. What once felt complicated now feels clear. I remember realizing that clarity had quietly replaced striving in my own life. When alignment is real, the mind stops arguing with the spirit. That harmony did not appear overnight. It was formed by every season you stayed faithful without forcing outcomes. Anointed one. You are no longer trusting blindly. You are trusting with discernment. You can sense when to move and when to hold without anxiety attached. That discernment was shaped in the waiting, in moments when you had to remain still while everything in you wanted progress. Waiting did not weaken you, it refined your judgment. That judgment will guard you as doors begin to open. Chosen one. Opportunities may begin to present themselves differently now. They do not pull at you emotionally or demand urgency. They appear quietly, asking for agreement rather than persuasion. Aligned doors behave this way. They do not rush you. They meet you where you are. I once confused urgency with opportunity and paid the price of stepping into things that required compromise. What is meant for you will not require you to abandon who you have become. Anointed one, your patience has become active rather than passive. You are not standing still. You are standing prepared. Prepared in how you think. Prepared in how you steward time and energy. Heaven is no longer measuring your enthusiasm. It is responding to your readiness. Readiness is presence without pressure. Chosen one. There is a quiet courage forming now. The courage to say yes without fear when the moment arrives. The courage to say no without guilt when something misaligned appears attractive. This courage is born from self-trust. Self-trust grows when you look back and realize how often you were guided correctly, even when results lagged. You are learning to honor that guidance without second-guessing it. Anointed one, identity is stabilizing. You are no longer trying to become someone else. You are inhabiting who you already are. That shift changes how people and circumstances respond to you. Authority does not announce itself, it is recognized. Chosen one, the work of preparation is nearly complete. What follows will ask you to trust what has been built within you, and you are ready for that trust. Chosen one. Now the focus begins to move outward, not toward display, but toward stewardship. You may feel a subtle increase in internal responsibility, not pressure from others, but an awareness that what you carry is no longer just for you. I remember the moment that realization settled in me. It was not heavy, it was clarifying. When purpose expands beyond self, movement gains meaning. Anointed one. Stewardship is different from ambition. Ambition wants results. Stewardship wants longevity. Heaven does not elevate to impress. Heaven elevates to entrust. That is why your motives were examined and refined so carefully. That is why shortcuts lost their appeal. You are being trusted with something that must last. Chosen one. You are learning how to carry responsibility without self-importance. This balance matters. Influence without humility corrodes. Humility without confidence collapses. You are being shaped to hold both. To lead without domination, to build without ego, to receive without entitlement. This balance was forged in waiting, not in success. Anointed one, you may notice a deeper calm when you speak or decide, not because you are louder, but because you are clearer. Clarity carries weight. People respond to clarity because it reduces confusion. Opportunity responds to clarity. Wealth responds to clarity. That is why your thinking has been simplified. Complexity often hides fear. Simplicity reveals trust. Chosen one. As outward movement begins, do not abandon the inner disciplines that sustained you. They are not temporary, they are foundational. What brought you here will continue to support you there. Consistency will matter more than intensity. Presence will matter more than performance. You are not stepping into something fragile, you are stepping into something structured. Anointed one, gratitude deepens here. Not only for outcomes, but for formation. You will recognize that nothing was wasted. Not the silence, not the fatigue, not the waiting. All of it contributed to the steadiness you now carry. That recognition will keep you grounded as visibility increases. Chosen one. The transition ahead does not require you to become someone new. It requires you to remain who you are while circumstances change. That is the final confirmation of readiness. Preparation has become movement, and movement has become stewardship. You are ready to walk into it without losing yourself. Chosen one. There comes a moment when the storm no longer lives outside you because it has been mastered within you. You are standing in that moment now. This shift from broke to billionaire is not only about provision, it is about position. Heaven has already begun the transfer, not just of resources, but of authority, clarity, and command. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly in your kairos moment, the appointed time where preparation meets release. What was hidden is rising. What was delayed is aligning. What was promised is moving toward manifestation. Anointed one, remain faithful in this hour. Stay aligned with what has shaped you. Gratitude will keep your spirit open. Discipline will keep your hands steady. Trust will keep your heart clean. The path ahead is not uncertain, it is unfolding. Walk it with reverence, with courage, and with expectancy. You were not chosen to observe the shift, you were chosen to embody it. Chosen one. If your spirit feels led, let your presence here be known in a simple way, and remain connected to this unfolding work as we continue walking forward together. There are times when God's reminders are not loud or dramatic, but quiet and practical, placed gently for moments when the heart needs steadiness, resting in the pinned comment or the description below. Anointed One, may you move forward in peace, anchored in truth, strengthened by faith, and fully aware that what has begun in the Spirit will be fulfilled in your life.